Welcome to This Week in Orthodoxy, the world's only online video newscast focused on events in the life of the Orthodox Church. I'm Emmy Louveris. These are some of the stories making headlines this week. Greek Orthodox Church in Jacksonville celebrates its centennial and groundbreaking. Prince Charles of Wales visits the Russian convent in Gethsemane. And the Assembly of Bishops gather in Detroit for their annual meeting. First up, St. John the Divine Greek Orthodox Church in Jacksonville, Florida, celebrated their centennial on September 24th. The third oldest Greek Orthodox church in Florida, it is superseded only by Tarpon Springs and Pensacola. At one time, the parish lines of St. John the Divine extended from Tallahassee on the west to the towns of Valdosta, Thomasville, and Waycross, Georgia on the north, to Titusville, Florida in the south. Many parishes throughout those regions, including Tallahassee, Gainesville, Daytona Beach, and St. Augustine, were extensions of the St. John the Divine community. Planned were a weekend full of activities, including a memorial service to honor parish ancestors, a groundbreaking ceremony for the future site of the St. John the Divine, and a celebratory banquet with keynote speaker and member of the Greek Orthodox faith, former Miss America 2016, Betty Cantrell. Among those present in the celebration were His Eminence Archbishop Demetrius and His Eminence Metropolitan Alexios, many parishioners, and the families of those who founded the church 100 years ago. Recapping the celebration in a letter to his parish, Senior Pastor Reverend Dr. Nicholas Liu said, "The weekend celebration of the centennial of our parish was a series of exhilarating historical events and services for St. John the Divine. The Holy Spirit was truly in our presence as we celebrated our 100 years of worship to God, as well the new beginning of a second century of worship as we transition to our new home on Beach Boulevard." You can hear Father Liu's sermons on myocn.net in his series entitled Walking in Faith, found under the Watch tab on myocn.net. And next up, on Friday, September 30th, concluding his visit to Israel for the funeral of Shimon Peres, Prince Charles of Wales visited Gethsemane Russian Orthodox Convent. Archimandrite Roman, chief of the Russian ecclesiastical mission in Jerusalem, greeted the royal guest at the gates of the convent and shared the history and daily life of the monastery. He also showed Prince Charles the Church of the Resurrection of Christ and other holy sites of the Holy City. Prince Charles then approached the crypt of the Holy Grand Duchess Elizabeth, upon which he laid a bouquet of flowers from the homeland of his grandmother, Princess Alice of Greece, who was a niece of the saint. After the prince toured Gethsemane Convent, met the abbess, and spoke to the students of the Orthodox Bethany School for Girls, he emerged from the church and headed for the crypt of Princess Alice. Archimandrite Roman performed a brief litany of commemoration, and Prince Charles laid down flowers upon the grave and lit a candle, and then requested to remain alone in the crypt. Honoring the memory of his grandmother and expressing his profound gratitude, he then departed for the airport. And lastly, the Canonical Orthodox Bishops of the United States of America convened their 7th annual General Assembly meeting in Detroit on October 4th, with the celebration of the Divine Liturgy at the Antiochian Basilica of St. Mary in Livonia, Michigan. Work commenced with an opening address by the Assembly Chairman, His Eminence Archbishop Demetrius, who greeted and welcomed the hierarchs, encouraging them that when we speak together as an assembly of bishops, we do so with the authority of the Church. We do not speak as jurisdictions or merely as representatives, but as a single body of Orthodox hierarchs who are committed to sharing the transformative light of Christ with our local society. His Eminence began his remarks with an expression of gratitude and with reflections on the Holy and Great Council which met in June in Crete. The Assembly of Canonical Orthodox Bishops of the United States of America is one of 13 bishops' assemblies that have been established in different geographical regions throughout the world. It is made up of all the active canonical Orthodox bishops of the U.S. of every jurisdiction. Its purpose is to preserve and contribute to the unity of the Orthodox Church by helping to further her spiritual, theological, ecclesiological, canonical, educational, missionary, and philanthropic aims. And from OCN, Social Networks and Kids Part 1 is something you don't want to miss. Being a parent isn't easy. It can often feel overwhelming. Throw in the internet, social networks, computers, mobile and gaming devices, and things can often seem impossible. But you're not alone. Thanks to a collaborative effort between the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops and the Greek Orthodox Archdiocese of America, Technology Safety Through the Eyes of Faith, faithandsafety.org, was established as a resource now available to you for some simple, straightforward advice and tools on how to navigate this digital world with your family. Log on to myocn.net, click the Orthodox News tab, and access the article under the Read section. Now, much like public radio and TV, we rely on support from our viewers, listeners, and myocn.net visitors like you. Be a part of our growth and make a contribution today, where your donation can help support us as we highlight the Orthodox Christian faith through media, breaking down communication barriers while building up avenues connecting Orthodox Christians worldwide through our state-of-the-art website, myocn.net, Google+, LinkedIn, and on social media. Find us on Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or log on to our YouTube OCN video channel. And that brings another edition of This Week in Orthodoxy to a close. Wishing you a blessed week for everyone here in our OCN studios. I'm Amy Luveris. Let's go forth in peace.